Can't wait for the mental breakdown when you get back here next loop. It's gonna be great. Why else are we here if not to laugh at people who have more mental disorders than us? Okay. Okay. God, a 3-day Grippy sock vacation sounds so good right now. Ah, 3 meals a day at scheduled intervals. Only one person in my room with me at night who almost stabbed me. Oh, take me back. Take me back. Grippy sock vacation. You never heard that phrase? Grippy sock vacation is what people who go to a mental hospital talk about, because you get special socks because they don't let you wear shoes because you could kick them. So they give you these socks with significantly sized plastic things that grip the floor. So it's a grippy sock vacation because it kind of slows you down a little bit. A little bit. Don't ask how I know. Through an Avoid Stranger reference, but also acknowledgement of my mental health past. I've got socks like that? Yeah, okay. Alright. Well, I had to go to the hospital to get mine, so... But anyway, yeah, it's called a grippy sock vacation. Did they let you keep the socks? Oh yeah, man, they don't give a fuck. They want you out of there. They don't want you to stay there. Although in my case, I stayed there for an extra couple of days because they had a holiday weekend and they didn't want to come in on Monday when I was meant to get out. No, Friday. It was a Friday. They didn't want to come in on a Friday because it was like a long weekend. They did a lot of good, but that was the one thing that, I don't know, they could have been better about. They could have gave a shit. I don't know, man. Whatever. That sucks? Yeah. What's fine? And then, upon entering, there was a guy that asks you questions. He says, you know, what's your name? What day do you think it is? What date do you think it is? Why are you in here? Why do you think you're in here? Right? He asks a bunch of generalized questions. Some of them are leading questions to gauge where you're at. And after I had given him all my details, I was there for suicidal ideation. Although it had gone past ideation. Anyway, after that entire conversation, which is maybe 10-15 minutes long, he looked me dead in the eyes and he said, just remember, while you're here, you're probably going to make friends. You're probably going to make friends. You're probably going to be really nice to people. But remember this. Nobody you meet in here is your friend. And nobody in here is going to stay out of here for long. I don't know if that's accurate, but that is not the opinion a mental health official should be giving you as you enter their healthcare facility for the first time. That's deep. He's a piece of shit, in my opinion. Absolute scumbag. Was not a fan of that. Because here's the truth of the matter. Some of the people in there really were just struggling. And some people really did need the extra attention. Some of those people really just needed somebody to listen to, talk to, and they got that while they were in there. That's concerning? Yeah, I fucking agree. I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. I don't remember how long I was there. I think it was just 7 days. And for 5 days, one person was like very normal and super fine. And then for the last 2 days I was there, just had a complete breakdown. And became a different person. And I was like, okay, that person needs to be here. That person might be coming back. But a lot of other people were just struggling. And were like fine. They were just having a hard time. Like I am right now in Void Stranger B052. Fuck. Actually, there was a love story that happened. Two of the people that were in there were just fucking all the time. Good for them. It was kind of funny because I think it started as a joke and then it became very real. That's allowed? No. No, it's not. It's not, but you have private showers. And by private, I mean everybody had a room that had at least one other bed in there. But those rooms are cordoned off and there's a thick door between you and the office. And they would just go into the rooms because you had the outside area, which was restricted. You had the area where there was a TV, a table, and a water cooler. I don't think they could spring for the actual water cooler. They just had the jug that you put on top of the water cooler, and that sat... This sounds like I'm lying. And that sat on the desk of the office. And I remember... Or this is about a completely different thing, but one day somebody was like, it's taking too long to get to breakfast. I need to let them know I'm upset. And so they ran up to the office counter and took the water cooler, which again is just the head to go on the water cooler, and just like smashed it on the ground. And they were like, why did you do this? Why did you do this? And he goes, I'm too tired to wait for breakfast. And I like look up at the clock. It was just like an additional 5 minutes. You just had to wait 5 more minutes. Anyway, I was there for about an hour. I was there for about a day and 2 hours when I realized my problems weren't that bad and that I needed to leave. So that was good. That was a good mental health exercise. Now, some positive things I'll say is that they bring in a mental health professional every day, except for the long weekend where they didn't care. But they bring in a mental health professional to like talk about different things. And I learned a lot over the period of days I was there, but it's a different person every single time, and only for an hour. But some useful tools came out from that I still use to this day. But then they sort of resort to like treating you like kids, where they're like, we don't really want to teach you today. Here's 3 movies in a row. So that's fun. That's good. Good times. Movie time? Movie day? Just like in high school when the teachers really didn't give a shit. Incredible. Question mark, question mark. Me too, Lily. Me too.